Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Krunky's single player survival Minecraft. Krunky here. We're now on episode 11, and as you can see, we've made it back to our base. Now what we wanted to do while we were here was grab enough resources to build the automatic water clearing system, and I've grabbed quite a bit of it. I've grabbed a bunch of slime balls, a bunch of redstone blocks, a bunch of scaffolding blocks. I also mentioned that I want to build another portal while I was out there, so I grabbed some obsidian. We'll need a little bit more, so I'm going to grab that in a bit. But I also wanted to make an efficiency 5 pickaxe while we're here. So I have an efficiency 4 and efficiency 4 with breaking 3, and that will make us an efficiency 5 pickaxe. So I'll gladly take that. And let's go and grab ourselves some obsidian. I've already poured out some water over some lava over here, so I'm just going to quickly grab all this over here. And let's try not to die here. I think we need 12 blocks, so that's part of it. And 2 more blocks should be good. That didn't work like I was expecting. Let's try again. I fail at this. Let's try this one more time. Oh no. I'm gonna do this off camera. I don't know how I'm expecting to create an automatic water clearing system when I can't even clear out 2 simple blocks of obsidian without almost dying. So, this may be interesting today. I came back to the base hoping I'd find myself some wood, and unfortunately we don't have all that much. There's more slime blocks, so I'll grab those. But yeah, it's not looking good in terms of wood. So I'm gonna run upstairs. I don't know if I have a chest up there or not. Just another excuse to ride the elevator. And we're up. Hit the door. And yeah, so no wood, which means we're gonna have to go mining some wood. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and the next time you see me, we'll probably be back at the Guardian farm. So after a long journey, we made it back to the Guardian farm, and as you can see, we grabbed some wood, and as I mentioned before, we have our scaffolding blocks and slime balls and redstone and bits and bobs. We got a comparator because I guess I might need it. We'll see. But the design that we're going to use today to clear out this water is designed by ilmango. I'll drop a link to his video in the description. But it's a very cleverly designed redstone contraption that will automatically clear out the water layer by layer and drop down each layer after it's finished. And there's no way I'm going to build this on camera, to be honest. So like I said, I'll drop a link to his video in the description, so if you want to build this for yourselves, just go ahead and go to ilmango's tutorial and he'll lay it all out for you. I'll pop in every now and then for some progress updates, but I'll see you there. So for those of you that have not looked at ilmango's tutorial yet, basically this is the design that we're going for. We're going to be placing sand blocks all the way down here. We're going to have to do unmovable objects, or at least objects that sticky pistons won't grab onto, all the way down. Sand all the way down 3 times over here, and then 1 out and all the way down. And we're going to repeat this design going all the way down to the end, which means we're probably going to need a lot more sand. But we're going to do this all the way down to that end, and then we're also going to do the same thing over on the other side. And basically this has to be this way because, well, you'll see in a little bit, but the design of the redstone contraption fits right into here, and then once it hits this unmovable block, it'll turn around and go all the way back. I made it to the end of the Guardian farm, and as usual, I've vastly underestimated the amount of resources that I would be needing for this project. I mined about 6 more stacks of sand, and we're left with a measly 26 pieces of sand. but we did make it to the end. You'll notice that I only have furnaces on the top of each of these portions of the design, and that's because I also didn't think that it would take up so much cobblestone, but I guess 8 pieces of cobblestone for each furnace, and yeah, it stacks up pretty quick. With this design, you'll see that the design ends right here, and we have 2 more blocks left, and unfortunately we're just gonna have to either rebuild the clearing machine right here after we're done, or just clear this up with sponges. We'll see which one works quickest when we get there. But I need to go make some more furnaces and grab some more sand so that we can do the same thing on that side as well. So I'll be with you guys in a bit. So we've gone and mined ourselves up a bunch of sand, a bunch of cobblestone. We dug ourselves a hole somewhere over there by the village and dug ourselves a bunch of cobblestone so you can make the furnaces. As you can see over there, we filled up all of the furnaces all the way in the ground. And we grabbed ourselves about 12 stacks of sand and, like I said, a bunch of cobblestone to make all these furnaces. So for this side of the contraption, it's going to be the exact reverse of there. So as you can see over there, we did 1 forward, 2 back, a furnace forward, 3 across, and then 1 out. We're going to start this one by going 2 out. We're going to go back and then go across 3. Then there's going to be a furnace. It's going to go back 2, or go back 1, 2 across, and then 1 out. I know that probably is a little bit hard to catch, but I will show you once I fill this first section up. So as you can see here, we have the exact reverse that we have over there. It might make more sense if I put this up like this, and there'll be a furnace right here, but as you can see, this part here aligns with that side over there, and this part here aligns with that side over there. So yeah, the exact reverse of it was over there, and now we're just going to carry this down all the way across, and hopefully we'll have enough sand and furnaces to finish this off. We're at the very end of the farm, and we've ran out of sand. 1 more layer left, and there's no more sand. 12.5 stacks of sand, and that wasn't enough. Come on. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to go get some more sand. And there you have it. We're finished with the initial design. Now all we gotta do is build the redstone contraptions that will now clear out all the water for us. I'm gonna try to build one off camera, and if I feel confident enough, I'll try to build another one on camera, but I kinda highly doubt that. But we'll see. As you'll see here, we finished up the first return station, and I'm going to attempt to build the second one on camera. If you look down my toolbar, you'll see the materials that we need. We need 4 pistons, 2 sticky pistons, 12 slime blocks, 1 observer, 6 blocks of redstone, 1 regular block, and 1 block of sand. You'll also probably need a bunch of scaffolding blocks, so I recommend you carry those with you. So let's get started right away. And we're gonna start off with some scaffolding, and we're gonna build up 3 blocks on top of our unmovable block, and then 1 block out, and to the left of this we're gonna have a downward facing sticky piston. And I'm gonna clear out this just so I have an easy way up, because we're gonna fall in the water a lot. So once we have that up, we can clear this out. And then we'll grab our slime blocks, and we'll go out 1. And let's get back up here. I apologize for falling in the water so much. It's bound to happen. Let's go up 1, across 3, and down 1. We're then going to have a downward facing piston and an observer block coming out of the piston and into this slime block. And once you see that go down, you should be good. Now we're going to not fall in the water again. This is really problematic in survival, it seems, but we'll make it happen. We'll grab our block of redstone, drop it on top here, and then we need to scaffold up a little bit more, and then we need a downward facing piston coming off of this, and we'll clear our scaffolding. And as you see, we have 4 blocks going across and 1 down. Sorry, 4 slime blocks going across and 1 down, and there's no way to do this without scaffolding. So let's go grab our scaffold. And one thing that really makes this build difficult is obviously the guardians that will constantly bug you while you're doing this. And unfortunately there's no way around that, so we'll have to work around it. So let's get our slime blocks in. We have 1, 2, 3. We need to go out a little bit further. Four, we go down 1. I'm gonna scaffold, drop our block. We're gonna clear the scaffold, and then we're gonna have a slime block here. We're gonna wanna go up, and then we're gonna have a sticky piston facing upwards on that block there. And I always do that. This is why I don't build on camera, because I can't do anything right the first time. But yeah, let's try this again. We'll scaffold up and we'll get a little closer just so we get the angle right. So sticky piston facing upwards. And while we're up here, we're going to drop our redstone block here and here. And we're going to scaffold up. Let's drop down a block so we can get this angle right again. It's going to be a regular piston. No more building on screen after this. So we're going to drop down, downward facing piston. And lastly, we need to not have done that. Let's do this the easy way. Sorry about that. It seems a police officer decided he wanted to sound his siren off right next to my house at 2 in the morning. But anyways, we're gonna scaffold up. We're gonna grab our sticky piston. We're gonna drop a sand block here, and that should be that. So let's go ahead and clear our scaffolding. And I want to try to save as much of this as I can, but I don't want to die as well. So we're going to compare this, and it looks like everything is in its place. I'm really having a hard time staying up on these sand blocks. But yeah, everything looks good. Everything is in place, so I'm going to remove the scaffolding. We're going to do the same thing over there, except it's going to be reversed. Instead of going up 3 and to the left, it's going to go up 3 and to the right. But yeah, so everything's looking good. I'm probably going to run out of resources again. But yeah, so far so good. So I'm going to clear this out and we'll continue down, and then we'll continue over there. And then we'll work on the actual flying machine that will do all the clearing. So I'm running the math, and we do not have enough resources. Like, we need a whole bunch of more pistons. I think we need like 28 sticky pistons, like 124 blocks of slime blocks, and just a whole bunch of other things that we just did not prepare for. So I'm gonna have to return back to my base and, you know, AFK at the slime farm for a bit, grab some iron and a whole bunch of other things. I set up my portal. I realized I don't have flint and steel, and I've used my last iron blocks to create these pistons. So once again, we're either gonna have to walk all the way back or dig some iron up and light this up. And I think we're gonna actually walk back this time because I do want to film lighting this up and walking back to the other portal. So I'm gonna do that later, probably next episode. So we'll leave this for now, and I will jump cut to after I've gone back to the base, grab my resources, and next time you'll see me, I'll be back here. And we're back. It's like nothing ever happened, but our inventory is full. Not all the way full, but we have all the resources that we need. I need to build up these sticky pistons. I think that was 14 of those, or 28, sorry. 28 sticky pistons, and we should be good. So I'm gonna go ahead and start building out, and I'll get to you guys in a little bit. So as you can see here, we got all of our return stations ready, and I've already built out the first flying machine that will be clearing out all the water here. I was trying to build this on camera but failed miserably as usual, so I'm going to continue building this out. If you want to know how to build this, like I said, I'll put ilmango's tutorial down in the description and you can go check that out. Unfortunately, I just can't build on camera today. I can't talk on camera. It's not a good day to record, but every day is a good day to record for you guys, so I will continue on continuing. So I'm going to continue this down all the way down here and all the way down there, and I'll be back with you guys in a little bit. And as you can see, all of our flying machines are done. I've removed all the furnaces so that they're ready to launch. And all we have to do is put something in front of this observer block here to start it off, and it'll shoot off. I am going to use a sign so that it breaks and I don't have to worry about breaking blocks. But I have to do this on every single flying machine here to launch it off. But that's not a problem. And I feel like I want to do this in a... I won't call it a third-person time-lapse because I'll be using this account here, and I'll probably pillar up somewhere around here, or just leave it like this so that we can see everything here. And yeah, I want to show all of these flying machines going off and clearing out everything. So I will get that set up, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I've made a little change in plan, and I want to launch all of these off at once. So I've placed back all the furnaces again, and as you can see, all of the signs are placed on this sign. So once this sign breaks, all of the signs will fall down with it, and so that should launch them all off at once. I have been having a little bit of a problem with guardians. They've been really making this difficult. Like, they will not stop coming after me. It's like I'll kill one, 5 more will come, but in the end I was able to get all the way to the end. I did have to go back to that village and grab some more wood so that I could make some more signs, but in all, it wasn't all that much wood that I needed, so we're set. All we got to do is run back here, and we're going to get ready to break this sign. Once we're done with that, we're going to sit over here, we're going to pillar up here, and we're going to watch everything in action. So, if you guys are ready for it, let's break this sign. And they are off. As you can see, all the return stations went down, all the water is being cleared out. Let's run over here and see if we can beat this to the end. And it might be a minute for it to catch up, but as you can see, it's quickly catching up. It's going to pass this block, it's going to push it down, and then this is going to push it down once more, and it's going back to the end. And I must have messed up on one. It looks like this was not built properly, but that's alright, we can fix that later. So I'm gonna go pillar up, and hopefully I will have a good view of this. I'll see you guys in a bit. We've now hit the bottom layer of the Guardian farm, and because the slime blocks will now grab onto the floor, the flying machines can no longer move, so that's where we're stuck at. And as I mentioned, I must have built this part wrong because this one did not go off, but it does demonstrate how modular this is. You can build this one by one and set them off one by one, and it'll still clear out everything. But it's just a nice little module setup that is great at clearing water, and it's a lot faster than I was expecting, so that's always a plus. I still have to go down and clear out all this water, but that's not a big deal. So let's jump down here. As you can tell, there was a lot of ghost blockage going on and a lot of lag, and that seems to be getting worse with every Minecraft update. I think ilmango mentioned that in his video about this, but this should all go away once we relog, or we can try to break it and it should. Okay, but yeah, those are all phantom blocks. They don't really exist. Once we relog, they should just disappear. I don't think they actually drop anything. If you go over here, you'll see that there's no actual drop. But yeah, let's go over here and see what we did wrong with this. I'm not sure really. Let's try to pull her up. Do we have anything better to pull her up with? Yeah, let's use these, and I want to put a furnace here so that doesn't move. But yeah, let's pull her up and see what's up with this. So I figured what was wrong with this. I ran back to the base camp to grab the things I needed to fix it, and I'm going to clear out my scaffolding just so that I don't accidentally get it stuck on something. But yeah, so basically if you look over there, there is a redstone block right there, and I forgot to add it in right here. I don't know if this will set it off. It will not. So we're gonna need a way to light this piston up. Alright, so I grabbed my observer, and the idea is that when I drop this will power this piston, which will pick this up. That should bud power this and push everything down. Once it comes down, this should shoot off in that direction. So let's go ahead and try this. Almost. What did we do wrong here? I'm very confused. Alright, I need to power this piston so that this will all go down. I don't know if this will actually work, but let's go ahead and try. I don't know if I can place this. Alright, so everything dropped, and it should be as easy as setting something like a torch right here. Sorry, right here. Right here. There we go. Oh geez. I want to see that go. Anyways, yeah, so it's going, and it should come back. I just want to make sure that that goes down as it should, and make sure that when it comes back, this does push it down like it's supposed to. That redstone is in place, so everything should work like planned, but it's always a good thing to check and make sure. So here it comes, and this is just an awesome machine. Like, ilmango is just amazing at creating some of the most interesting designs. I think this one was actually provided to him, but still, just being able to be in a position to show the world something like this, it's awesome. But yeah, everything's working. This is going down, that's going down, it's going back and forth. So in a minute, this should all be cleared. I did grab some sponges so that I could clear out that area over there, because that's still, well, it still has water. I'm debating whether I want to use sponges to clear this out or move the machine over here. We'll see. The sponges will probably be better used for down there, but You know, then again, there's really not a whole lot to clear out here, so the sponges might work pretty well here. Anyways, I'm gonna clear this out, and I'll be I can't talk today. I'll be with you guys in a bit. Since all the water's in the middle, that's like a guardian farm in itself. I'm scared to be here, honestly. If I get anywhere close to here, I'll be obliterated. So I'm gonna avoid that, and I'm just gonna go over here and continue clearing out this wall. But as you can see, this thing is so much faster than sponges, and I don't have to worry about going back and forth. I can just sit around and just watch it do its thing, which is awesome. But unfortunately, I've decided to go the sponge route here. Not sure why. But yeah, I'm gonna go clear this out, and I'll be back in a bit. I've just logged out and logged back in just to show you guys that the phantom blocks will go away once that happens. And we've cleared out all of that wall. I'm now cooking up some sponges so that we can clear up the rest of this water. And I'll have it done by the next episode. But as for today, I've actually been working on this for quite a while, and just in time the rain comes to rain on my parade. But yeah, anyways, with this cleared out, there's not that many guardians here, so it's not going to be an issue clearing this out. So, you know, everything's looking good. I'm hoping next episode we can get started on the guardian farm. I have a design in mind that, you know, it differs from the trends going on lately, just slightly, but I haven't actually tested to see if it works, so I'm going to test that over in creative, and hopefully next episode we can get that started. But as I said, you know, it's late here, it's time for Kruncky to sleep, so I'm going to be heading out. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope that you give me a like, and I hope that you subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have, as always, thank you so much. But as I said, it's late, it's time to sleep, so I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night, or good morning. See ya.